Hi, tis your Majesty Sassy Becky here. Today we'll look at the Mini Bull Designs Bios number 1. The Bios is made from a recycled aluminum stadium can. Its features include a seamless double-walled construction, side jets, and a priming wick. There are many pot stands on top of the stove, and this prevents a coal pot extinguishing it. There are pressure relief ports on the inner wall to ensure that the stove operates safely by preventing it from overpressurizing. There are 3 fuel inlet holes at the bottom of the inner wall to allow the fuel to feed in between the 2 walls, where it is pressurized and jetted. The jets on the side are where the vapors ignite and rise to heat the bottom of the pot. The fiberglass wick wrapped on the lower part of the stove is to aid in priming and preheating the stove. To use the stove, first we'll prepare our pot. We'll add 2 cups of cold water to our MSR Titan kettle. It has a capacity of 0.85 liters. I've also inverted the handles to help keep them cool. Let's add just enough alcohol to get the wick wet. Then I'm going to add an ounce of alcohol into the stove. Using my index finger to light the mini wick, I'll light the priming wick. The stove has bloomed, so we can set the pot on the stove and start the timer. Notice how the flames hit the bottom of the pot. It might be best to use a wider based pot so that the flames aren't lost coming up the sides. We had a burnout at about 4 minutes. The stove didn't even boil. I think we're going to try to use one of our wider based pots. This is our 900 milliliter titanium Evernew pot. It has a non-stick coating on the inside, and it has nice long handles to prevent my fingers from burning. We're going to prepare the pot by pouring 2 cups of water inside. I'm going to add just enough alcohol to wet the wick. Then I'm going to add an ounce of alcohol into the stove. Using my index finger to light the mini wick, I'm going to light the primed wick. Now that the stove has bloomed, we can set the pot on the stove and start the timer. So now we're trying a wider base pot. The flames are still licking the side, but hopefully we won't lose too much heat and we'll still be able to bring it to a boil. It's been almost 4 minutes and we have a rolling boil. Let's take the pot off and see how much longer the stove will burn. And we have a burnout at 4 minutes. Simply engineered, rock solid construction, easy to use, the Mini Bull Design Bios number 1. I would not take this backpacking. If you have one that works, tell me what's different about yours and why is it better than mine. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to add an ounce of alcohol to the stove.